All right, so welcome back again to Soul Spark Tarot, and this time on this yap, um, we're watching football, but we got cut off last time for some reason, so I don't really know what happened. But here I am, back at it, and just to update y'all on this football game, I'm watching University of Southern California versus the University of Texas A&M. And there is a sack right now on USC's new quarterback. And it's funny because their starting quarterback of this year, he got benched and he was like, yeah, I'm out of here then. And he transferred out. Same thing happened for University of Las Vegas, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV. And I think that's pretty funny because it's second down and 34 yards to go. Like, nigga, that's three first downs and some. Like, you gotta go 34 yards in essentially two plays. Nah, nah. Oh, they changed it now. They changed it now. So now it's second down in 23, not 34. Instead of three first downs, now it's two. Oh my gosh, what a difference. Oh, almost got sacked again, running the screenplay. Oh, okay, okay. Got like a nice 13-yard gain there. So that was third and 10 or something. That's cool, that's cool. But it's funny how that other third and 14, shit. But it's funny how that other video like just ended because one of the things I noticed is like no matter what video I have, people don't exceed 10 minutes. So I need to start making 5 and 10-minute videos because that's the attention span. But, you know, I just get the message out. And because I have the conditioning after doing the 25 days, just like it's funny because I really want to do a lot of things and I just don't know how to do it. But I'm hoping that I'm stepping into the realm of life that can show me how I can do that. So I had a conversation today, and it was cool because I know this person is, you know, affluent, and he's not the only affluent person that I've met. I've met a lot of, I've been in a lot of places, bro. That's the problem. Well, that's what I thought was the problem. Like I was just everywhere, just doing everything, and I really wasn't. I was everywhere, but I was being me, and I didn't know what I was doing. And it's taken a long time to like see that. And it's like I want to be certain places and I want to be doing certain things, but I haven't had a chance to really do it. But I'm getting a chance to like start it. And it's crazy because I'm caring about that a lot more now because I'm a person who doesn't value accomplishments as I should. Like I still recall an old friend of mine who, told me some things about like having a degree and I just didn't get it, even though I saw a friend who was doing the same thing as me, you know, like utilize and leverage what he had a lot better than what I did. And we just was always at the same spot, but like it's funny because I have a south node in Leo, and my node in Leo is in my 10th house. So I would always shine and do more than what was expected at any job that I ever had, but I never like demanded shit. I was okay with being the diamond in the rough, you know? Um, Not necessarily a street rat, but just that diamond aspect, that potentiality of greatness. And I thought my friends and shit was cool. I thought they was cool as fuck, and they showed me that I was cool as fuck. But they didn't show me. They showed me like how dark I was too, because I would do fucked up shit, but I wouldn't do it to them because it's all the shit that we would talk about, like loyalty and family and shit like that. And I took it more seriously than them. But that's what I do. I have a Capricorn moon. What that means is that I tend to like be serious about emotions. Well, that's what it is. That's the whole idea, which means that that's like having a dad who wants to nurture and care and is emotional. So sometimes, a father who really gives a damn, a father who really gives a damn might be strict as fuck. And I've really made sure to like learn all parts of my energies by putting myself in the house that requires it. In the last house, really, it's a couple of houses that don't have any planets in there, but I do need to cultivate like the soil. I need to make sure that shit is like ready, just in case I want to expand. But like I'm okay without it, which is houses in your planets versus not. It's just it's there. I don't really care for history, but history is cool. It's nothing that I like. I'd rather do economics than history. You know, I don't like dates. I don't like recall information and recall in the terms of like facts and trivia. I'm more of a person who want to analyze, break it down, and go deeper. And because I'm kind of smart, like I realize there's a threshold of when like you start to look dumb because people can't think and see the way that you see. And I've seen it and I read about it. I always recommend to my dudes, the fellas, you need to read the book. I think it's called The King, the Magician, the Lover, and the Warrior. And that's an amazing book. I think they took the time to really understand the psychology behind men, um, but first people, and then they applied it to men. And I think there is a compliment. There has been attempts of women to like make compliments of this book. So, ladies, do your thing and try to make the compliments of this. But I've been trying to do it on the feminine energy side, and I understand why the men can't do it. It's because of how it operates and how much the amount that it takes up when it does its operation. And so like men, we like to group shit together. This is this side of the room is like this room is for my games. And this over here I'm gonna fucking be working. Even if I got one room, this wall is for like my posters. This wall is for my bed. This wall is for like my TV, my media, my chair, my workstation. And then over here, I might like be working out or some shit. And then my bed go in the middle. Like that's how a dude thing. He puts shit together in like file cabinets, organization. I'm going to do this and that. But like when women organize, they're thinking about more things. And so they have to have more organizations and more categories. So the easiest way for men to understand women or the feminine energy is to double it. Just double it up. So instead of looking at four things, look at eight things. And that's women. Women will look at eight. They move at a faster rate. That's as a teacher, my experience teaching has always been that women grow faster than men. That's it, and it's true. I've seen it countless times. Women develop more quickly than men. Girls catch on way faster than uh, boys, but that's like mentally. So my smart ass was like, hey, what's the opposite to the mind? Ooh, the motherfucking body. So guess what? The boys win. The boys are more developed. I don't care if you have a little fat kid. That little fat kid is better than most girls. I'm sorry. It's crazy. Girls are stupid as fuck with using their bodies, and boys are dumb as fuck with using their minds. It's crazy. And so like for real the struggle. And so like you'll get those boys who are like super feminine, but they have like a foundation that just hasn't been pushed on the masculine side. So you'll get those boys who, can hang out with all the girls and he can understand and think kind of smart. And then he's kind of athletic, but he's not really athletic. And like he does dumbass little boy shit in the classroom, even though he be smart and organized and all the got everything like good. It'd be good, but then there'd be one part where we'd be like, "Oh, you stupid ass motherfucker, dumb." Like, and that's like with boys in the classroom, like boys be doing dumb ass shit in the classroom, bro. Like, class clowns are normally dudes, and these dumb ass niggas be funny as fuck. Like, I don't hold them. I don't hold them. I be helping, bro. I be on the other side. Like, I, like if when I was working as a substitute, this it was actually a travel educator, per my business. I swore I tired of conversation about this shit today, and I've been doing this shit. I've tried it, and I've been reorganizing things and statuses in the real world, and it's the same shit I be trying to tell y'all in the spiritual world because it helps you enact it in the physical. Ooh, I said real to spiritual to physical. So like, there's three different places that we can gain information from, and what I'm trying to tell you is how you can gain it from this one sum. But anyways. When boys be doing shit, it be cool when you get like a smart boy. And there's a lot of times where you get like a lot of like valedictorian dudes who be smart. Girls will put in the work, but like sometimes dudes be like just super gifted, the boys. And it's like, you see, for me, I was able to see the same intelligence that like a kid who was super athletic or like super helpful and personal. Like, I, I I really worked hard to understand behavior. I was inspired by like a teacher named Dr. Sheila Parker, public health. Man, University of Arizona, uh, Mel and somebody, Zuckerberg, uh, public health. But Dr. Sheila Parker, she was a doctor in nutrition, and she was a Christian woman, and she was from South Carolina, I believe, from North Carolina, and she did a lot. People thought she was. I used to listen to motherfuckers, bro. I don't know. Listening is, I guess, a feminine trait, and so because I would listen to a lot of people wouldn't like listen to me when I would assert myself, and I guess I was like, I've come off like the quiet person, you know, like finally speaking up. But no, my energy was always talking, my walk, like it was always together, but like it was an illusion. It was weird. It was weird. But like there's this one time where like we had a group project when it was with Dr. Sheila Parker's class. And I had her for two different classes. And one was community health, the other one was like public health. I don't know, behaviors and shit. I don't remember, but I had her for two classes. In the second class, I already knew I fuck with her. I already knew because first of all, she was smart as hell. So I want to put adjectives on things so you can know. This was a black professor who was a doctor who was a little bit older in her years, but she was so well versed in like multitudes of things. Like she was so wise. Like it was to me, I instantly took on her like an ancestral elder. Like it's like for my people who know, it was like coming across like a Bobby Hemmett or like a Shahrazad Ali. And it was like, oh, I realized this. Oh shit! Like I realized it. It's like being in a dream and realizing you in a dream. So I was like, damn, I'm with like this really like important like mind in person. So I took on a lot of things that she said, and there was this one time during an issue that we had in our group where she, I've been saying this, I was saying the same shit all the time, which it showed me how great of a manager I was, but I was stuck in the middle management role, which can get washed down as like a regular employee who does pretty good. I don't have to pay you that rate, opposed to like being like a GM. And I never wanted the energies of the GM, which means I got to be a little bit more political as the manager versus I can be a little bit more flexible as the assistant manager. You feel me? So like, or the supervisor or the shift manager, whatever. Like I didn't have all the responsibilities, which means I have to account for all the differences of everybody. And she was our professor. You know, she gave us our project, and I would say what I would say all the time, and people just always disregard me. And I realized it's because I thought what I was saying was simple, but it was too smart. And then I got hit with an understanding of like how smart the simple shit that I was saying was. And then I tried to say it again. And then I was like, now I went from like this nigga kind of dumb or surprising to like, this motherfucker crazy. Oh shit, this dude insane. But real talk, I had a girlfriend who held me down at that point until it's like she stopped. And she just, I think it was other people. It was also me. Like I fucked up many times in that long relationship, and it just wasn't what it was supposed to be in our minds, but it was beautiful nonetheless, as it occurred because, I know I learned a lot and I taught her a lot. And that's because like I think we truly loved each other. And this is, high school sweetheart shit. We were together through college too, so high school and college sweetheart shit. But there were points in time where I tried to push her too hard to do things that she needed, and she like was so resistant to it. She didn't do it. And like she eventually had to learn that shit later. And I think she's learning a lot of life lessons now. I think she's going through some shit just because like when I do think about her, it is I tap in because I understand how deep it was. And for me, I've been patient with that self. I've been patient with that part. I started off impatient, trying to like leave a 8 year relationship and then 8.5 year relationship and then start doing all the shit that single niggas do, trying to you know be what I'm not now. Let's just say that. And then it's crazy because as a person who like moves slow and don't like to get into things, I was getting into shit and it was crazy. I just wasn't giving a fuck, and it was because I wanted to explore more parts of myself, and I felt limited with her, and that was simply because our growth was happening in two different ways. So now I can see myself grow as myself, and that's where the major overall lesson comes from, which is being with a person who, like I loved her dearly, which is the whole reason why I left her. She was I realized what the differences was between cultures, and like still to this day, she would do what she's doing now with anybody because it's like what it means. But like, of course, I know she valued me, and she knows the differences of like what her life is because like I made shit happen. I be too humble with myself. I make shit shake, man. I am really awesome, and it's cool that I'm super humble about this shit. And so when people see me and they in passing and they think I'm arrogant in this little bit, if they hang around just a little bit longer, they'll see that I'm really not. It's just you and whatever the fuck you got going on. I just so happen to not match people. I just shut shit down because I've been a leader in many different multitudes without the pay. So a leader without the pay is a chump to most motherfuckers in this world. So no more of that shit, because I know better. But I really gotta use the bathroom, so I'm about to get the fuck out of here. And it's past my 5 to 10 minute range, so we'll learn more about Mr. Kyle Anu Henson later. Check out Respark Fitness Motivation. Check out Tele Self Help, and check out Soul's Respark Venture. All of those things are great. So see you next time. Peace.